This is a product video for General Formulations 110 EraseMark Pro Dry Erase Lamination. And here are the details. Product name, EraseMark Pro. Product number, 110. Film type, hard-coated clear polyester laminate. Thickness, 2 mil. Roll size, 54 inches by 150 feet. Warranty, 5 years interior. And here are the recommended markers. For the print film, General Formulations 226 is recommended, though keep in mind the EraseMark Pro can be laminated to any brand of print film. For inks, latex, solvent, and eco-solvent can be used, and when applicable, be sure to outgas for the required time before the lamination process. On the outside of the box is valuable product information. To ensure quality, be sure to handle the roll properly when removing it from the box. Inside the core tube, the lot number can be found along with other product information. The lamination process for EraseMark Pro is standard and can be done hot or cold. Because it is a polyester film, be sure to keep static in the area at a minimum and avoid too much tension on the laminator, as this can result in the film curling. EraseMark Pro has a high gloss finish, and for production, for spot graphic installs, trim the panel exactly to size. For panels that will have to be trimmed to shape on site, be sure to give the installer as minimal bleed as possible. For the install, standard prep for the surface applies. This will vary based on substrate and the brand of print film being used. Always take time to find the precise placement of the panel, then create a temporary hinge, either with masking tape or, in this case, with a backing paper cutter. Once set, use overlapping squeegee strokes to apply the panel to the surface. Because EraseMark Pro is polyester, roll the panel up to safely release the liner. This will avoid wrinkles which may or may not be able to be self-healed with heat. The surface of the EraseMark film can be grippy on the squeegee, so spraying a glide solution can help with workflow. Once applied to the surface, make a very tight tuck on the sides so the film is properly set up. Click the blade so it's sharp, and then use the cutback method to ensure a slight gap from moldings. When everything is cut out, do a final wipe to remove any soapy residue or handprints. EraseMark Pro works with a wide variety of different types of dry erase markers. To wipe off, a dry or wet microfiber towel should be used. Avoid using felt erasers, as these can scratch the surface and reduce long-term quality. Keep in mind that EraseMark Pro has anti-graffiti properties. This means that even if permanent markers or crayons are used, they can be easily removed with a light solution of isopropyl alcohol. Standard, store-bought dry erase boards are small, plain, and can be expensive. EraseMark Pro gives offices, schools, and hospitals the option for a larger, customized area to work from. This means installing on surfaces like walls and cubicles that have a lower surface energy. Always be sure to release the liner carefully to avoid wrinkles. Often, it's a good idea to remove the entire liner when possible so the panel lays flat on the surface, then squeegee. If the surface is not 100% flat, the panel will bridge these areas. Heating the panel to conform may seem like a good option during the install, but since EraseMark Pro is polyester, it will not conform, which may cause the panel to lift over time. If the surface does have some texture, be sure to use a permanent adhesive to ensure that the panel can hold the surface for the long term. EraseMark Pro can also be used in the workspace. Here on the cabinets is a good example of dry erase film that has a porous surface which can cause ghosting. If installing on areas that have raised objects, like on this cabinet, they must be worked around properly. Bridge the film over these areas and make smart relief cuts to drop the film stress-free to the surface. Use heat to conform and soften the film to the edges, and then cut away. EraseMark Pro enables the workspace to have a customized work surface that can be used to schedule and order new materials. For long-term quality and cleaning, it's recommended to buy removable to ensure that the surface of the EraseMark Pro stays in pristine condition. Keep in mind that EraseMark Pro can be applied to color change film, in this case, chrome. This option is easy in terms of production and install, as it doesn't involve printing or making graphics line up. This can be a good option in classrooms and nurseries where the kids can play games, then wipe them off when done. The surface of the EraseMark Pro is non-porous, so even with high use, permanent markers, or crayons, the quality will remain long-term. For more information, to find your local distributor, or to get the product bulletin in PDF form, you can go to generalformulations.com. You can also follow General Formulations on Instagram and Facebook. This has been a product video for General Formulations 110 EraseMark Pro Dry Erase Film, proudly produced by the Rep Institute.